record to my computer. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining me and talking a little bit about the program. Why don't you start the interview off just telling us a little bit about who you are, where you live, and maybe what brought you to the group or brought you to me? How did we end up meeting?
Okay, I'm Linda Gilmour Kessler, and I'm based in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We actually just moved here in the fall. And I connected with Karen at that time, I guess. We were just laughing and saying, I'm not even sure how I found you. I think she was one of those recommended Facebook groups. And so I joined her group and then followed her through the fall. And then in the fall, I joined her 3-week Jumpstart program. And then in January, I joined the VIP program.
Fantastic. Yeah, the Jumpstart program was a little bit of an experiment for me in finding out if I could get you started, right? Is there something more that I could help you with? So
right.
That's fantastic that you joined there. Do you remember kind of what made you feel like, that you wanted to work with me? What was your main goal then? And then I would be really interested to know if you were scared or nervous, or, what maybe made you pause, and then what made you kind of go forward, just so that you could help other women in really figuring out, is this the right fit for me, right? How did you come up to that decision?
Well, I've been trying to lose some weight for a while, actually. So I'd started working on my own in August, and then we ended up moving, like I said, and that kind of derailed my plans. So then I joined your group and I just started following some of your posts and your videos and things like that. So I liked what I was seeing. So if anyone hasn't watched any of those or followed, make sure you check some of those out. And then I knew that I kind of felt derailed after my move, and I really wanted to get on track, and I knew I could work on it on my own by myself and have some success, but I also knew that if I had support, that I would definitely get to my goals faster. And I actually had a medical diagnosis just around a year ago, and I need to have some further reconstructive surgery. So that was one of the things that was recommended, that the surgery would go better if I lost some weight too. So I did want to really make sure that I was ready for that if and when we ever have surgeries resuming in Saskatchewan. Yeah. We're still waiting for that, of course.
Right. Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about your results in the program so far? I mean, I'm lucky enough to continue to be working with you, but tell the group, what your results were in the program so far.
Well, I checked right before the call here, and since January, I've lost 13.5 pounds. And I do want to point out too, that's even with a lot of socializing and going to Mexico. So I was definitely able to work everything into the plan, and everything wasn't perfect all the time, of course, but I was quickly able to get back on track and try and stay as close to the plan as possible while I was socializing and vacationing and things like that as well. I probably wouldn't have gone to Mexico if it wasn't for Karen. I probably would have been really hesitant to go and not sure I wanted to go and gain weight while I was away, but I knew that I could handle it. And we had our own kitchen too, so that helped.
That's fantastic. And, I'm a big proponent in living your life, right? Geez, right. I would hate for you to miss out on anything that you've done, your vacations and family trips and visits and all of that. I mean, that's what life is all about. So let's try to make, our program really fit your life, right? It's not about missing out or sitting in the corner because you're afraid of what to eat, with everything, with everyone else. So I'm so glad that you did go. I really try to emphasize, first of all, living a good life, right? And next, really focusing on the non-scale victories, I would say. These are the things that really matter. Who cares about a number on a scale, really, if you're experiencing, better energy, better sleep, if your digestion is better, if your clothes fit better. Can you tell us a little bit about the non-scale victories that you've noticed yourself?
Sure. So definitely my clothes are fitting better. I'm really noticing that. And with some of the pictures that we've taken through the program too, I really notice a difference in how my body is shaped right now. I definitely have more energy, feeling fitter and stronger as well. So I've been doing quite a bit of additional exercise as well, which has really felt good. And I've actually been enjoying my food more on this plan than before, because it's sort of encouraged me to try some different things and not be so stuck in the rut of things we were eating. So that's been really great too.
Fantastic. And I've noticed, I mean, just talking with you, your whole mindset about, life and the hope and the confidence, I think has really improved since we first met.
Yeah.
So I noticed that. So I hope that you'll see that in the, in the months and weeks to come. Was there anything in like specific that you liked about the program or that you felt added a lot of value for you?
Well, I think, like we've already said, really being able to eat in a way that fits with my lifestyle. So not having to eat foods that I didn't like, or to have to give up on social events and trips and things like that. I really appreciated that. Basically, the program's awesome. Karen's super supportive of us that are in the program. She gives us guidance and coaching as we go, and we never feel like we're really stuck with a problem. There's always someone to ask and help us, to guide us through anything that we might be struggling with at the time.
Yeah,
and I really appreciated getting to know some of the other women in the program too, and going through it with some other women.
Yeah, oh, that's good to know too. If anybody was considering working with me, is there any advice that you would give them? Anything extra that you'd like to add?
I think just that if you're considering it, I wouldn't hesitate. I would really encourage you to just do it. You won't be disappointed. There's so much in this program and so much support that Karen makes it so easy to be successful without having it be difficult, I guess, is how I felt through the program.
Nice to know that. I like to think that it's maybe my secret sauce in trying to make it feel easy, right? That's what my goal is anyways for all of you, is to let's not make this harder or more difficult than it really is, but to try to keep it simple. And it might be simple, but it's not easy. I know that, right? You work really hard to get where you get.
Right. You still have to put in the work yourself, but
exactly.
The support is definitely there. When you'll definitely get there faster. I mean, I know most of us have probably tried to lose weight on our own, and it's just, yeah, we can have some success, but it feels like it's a lifestyle change too, and lots of things that we can incorporate for the long haul. And my husband has actually been a good sport too, and he's been on board. So he's been eating all the food that I'm eating, and he actually really likes it. And he actually lost some weight too.
I know, that's crazy, right? Yeah, that's fantastic.
And he's been doing aquafit with me and things like that. So
good. So it's been good for your relationship too, by the sounds of it. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's what life's all about. So thank you so much, Linda, for doing this with me, just to give other people an idea of, what it might be like in the program or working with me. I just want people to know that I don't bite, and it's it'll be a good investment and a good step forward for whatever goals that they're working on. So thank you.
You're welcome. And I totally agree. I would definitely recommend the program.
So.